Today's video is about ways that I regain my energy. I've been noticing for a long time that my energy will go in waves and that there's a lot of factors that will affect it, from how I'm eating, how I'm sleeping, to more subtle things. I think our mental health and our physical health are super tied together, so there's always this sort of balance between them, and one will affect the other. So one of the most important things I've learned about balancing my energy is being aware of my thoughts that are attached to the things I'm experiencing, and also just allowing the emotions to be, because my energy will naturally go in waves and my emotions will go in waves and my life will continue, and not really attaching the emotions to the life event and just like letting them exist. What I started finding really interesting was that I would have these peak moments where I would be really inspired about something and it would be this like surge of energy. And it's such a strong physical feeling. It's like when you spend all day doing what you love, and when you finally go to sleep, you go to sleep exhausted and you don't remember your dreams, or if you have dreams, they're peaceful dreams. Most of the time, I think my dreams are where I process where I'm psychically located in my reality, but that's a whole different story. Right now I'm talking about those moments of complete energy. I started noticing them a lot in the creative process. The creative process very much goes in the same wave of knowing what you're doing and être totalement perdu. And it feels like you're just coming up against this block and you can't get through. So what do? Because you are tired and you've been trying, and the awful feeling is that you are so tired of trying. The process almost pushes you to a point where you have to give up because there's nothing else to do. And when you really give up, that's when you see a way through. There was a pattern to it, that I would give up completely and I would reach out for help, or I would go be in nature, and I would find this way to reconnect to myself and to the universe, and it would give me this sense of faith in what I was doing. It's this funny contradiction, because through completely letting go control, you almost come back to it. And I think that's what's most important about energy, that so often we go through life with this idea that we have to do so many things, and we end up just tiring ourselves out, and you get tired just thinking about all the things you want to do that you've told yourself you have to do, or that maybe you actually do have to do, but you're just doing it from this point of exhaustion. And then there's the flip side that happens in your mind, and suddenly it's like, wow, what an opportunity to be a part of life and to get to do all of these things. So all of this really got me thinking about what are the things that give me energy, because after these moments of reconnection, I would go back to whatever I was blocked doing and I would do it with so much more energy. And it would be mental energy and it would be physical energy, and it would just be this total shift. The challenging part can be that when you feel low energy and you feel depressed or sad or just tired, it's hard to find those things. And suddenly you're looking back at photos and you're looking back at holidays and you're thinking, wow, wouldn't it be great to feel like that? But you're just not there. So the question is, how do you get yourself back there? I think it's a lot of self-care, but self-care in a real sense, not in a sense of what you externally see, but caring for yourself in a way that how you feel. Maybe a way to start is to start paying attention to when you have those bursts of energy. Who were you talking to when you felt inspired, or what were you doing, or what were you thinking? All of these things serve as clues to help you figure out what helps you rebuild your energy. The trick that I've found is about leaving space for it in your life. When I'm so busy that there's no space in my schedule and my head's just completely filled with the things I think I should be doing, I think a switch goes in my head and I almost don't even want to justify taking a break or just going on a walk or doing the things that I know give me energy, because I feel like I have to do something first and I want to like accomplish something and then I'll take a break. And I think that pushing yourself can be really good when you really have a goal, but it always has to be balanced by rest, otherwise you burn out of your energy. I think it's really something about our time as well. We just live in such a fast-paced world and it's so normalized to always be busy that if you want to slow down, it's something that you need to really cultivate for yourself. So test it out, see what works for you. It's really trial and error and just a lot of contemplation. So caring for your body and doing things that make your body feel good is probably the first step to regaining your energy. That's sort of your base level. And then besides that, I found that the times I have the most energy are often when I'm traveling. And I just feel so light and I feel like I could do anything. It's sort of like giving yourself permission to do whatever you want and like follow what you feel inspired by. I think it almost takes this like push of changing your environment, or like taking a train and being somewhere new, to just turn your head off. Or at least for me. But once I made that transition and I start to slow down and I start to reconnect, I can feel my energy slowly filling up. And it's almost like you don't even notice it's happening, but if you give it enough time, you just revitalize yourself and you're able to go back to whatever you were doing with a different energy. So if you have a minute, I suggest you grab a piece of paper, or if you're lying down watching this video, take your phone and make a voice memo or make a note and write down a list of all the times that you really felt energized and like revitalized, maybe in the last week, or if not in the last week, in the last month. And then make a list of all the things you actually want to do and that really excite you. And start there and take time for them every week or in a small way every day, and take a train for an afternoon and go somewhere new and make a picnic or have a dinner with your friends and appreciate the people in your life. Call someone you haven't called in a while, talk about everything you're feeling for hours, look back at old photos, think about how you felt, go somewhere entirely new, make something just for you, and promise yourself to not think about shoulds for a while. So thank you guys so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.